Good evening, friends. This is part 6 of loops. Okay, uh, the previous 5 parts I explained. What is the code reusability? How to achieve code reusability using loops, and we can implement loops in while and do while. I can also explain what is the difference between the while loop and do while loop execution also. Okay, today in this video I want to show how the loops are successfully terminated and how the loops are enter into infinite times. Okay, the main problem with loops is you have to monitor whether the loop is successfully terminated or is it to enter into infinite iterations. Okay, so how we find that successful termination and infinite iterations. So it is very simple. So the successful termination means, so your counting value, okay, in every iteration the counting value is reached towards the destination, that is called definitely we can successfully terminate it. For example, your destination, your destination is in one side, your counter is moving in another side. Okay, that in the opposite side it is updated. Okay, that condition we will not met that condition, okay. So that in this scenario we will enter into the infinite, we will enter into the infinite loop. Okay na. For example, I am taking a small example. I am taking the new file. I am taking the new file. I am writing the program like hash include iostream.h and some int main. So I am taking I equals to 1. So what is my problem? So what is the problem I want to explain? That will be, I mention in comment line, to print your name 5 times. 5 times. Okay, this is our problem, to print your name 5 times. Okay. So that initially I am taking I equals to 1. Okay, the five time means first time, second time, third time, fourth time, and fifth time. So that initially I am taking I is equal to 1. Okay. So how I am constructing the loop? I am using the keyword. I am using the keyword while. While is the keyword which is used to design a while loop or construct a while loop while I is less than or equals to 5. Okay, so why I am writing this condition? Writing this condition? My initial value I equals to 1, this is my initial value. That initial value is reached to 5. Okay na, it should reach to 5. Okay, so that the I is less than or equals to 5, the condition is true. And I am adding one more header file like hash include conio.h. So this can be helpful to clear my screen. CLR SCR is the clear the screen, it will clear our screen. So what is the previous outputs we have on the screen, that those will be arranged by using this method. Now see out So some backslash n, backslash n mnr. Mnr is the output I want to display. Now I plus plus. Now I plus plus. So this is a increment of loop. Okay, this is increment of the counter. Now return 0. So the return 0 indicates I am okay informed to the operating system. I am successfully okay without any worries. I successfully completed my program. That information is giving to operating system. So this is the program. So previously I am telling the in the loop execution, every time the control moves around these brackets. Okay, the control moves around these statements. That is called iteration. Practically you have to see whether is it really iterating or not. Okay, so in the turbo C++, the advantage of in turbo C++, you can trace out, you can trace out our execution also. How to trace this execution? Okay, so you see this is the watch area. In this watch area I monitor my I value, how the I value is incrementing. I can watch here. Okay, so that uh, so in debug, okay, in watches, add watch. Okay, which variable I want to watch? I want to watch I. Okay, okay. So you see here undefined symbol I, So why you are getting that message? So because still the program is not started execution. Still the program is not okay. We are not executed the program. So that undefined symbol I. When we start the program execution, the I value is changed according to the instructions. Okay, so then what is my next step? I want to compile it. How to trace it? I want to trace, just you have to press F8. The F8 means tracing. Okay, F8. Oh, there are some errors are there. What is that error? Here I forgotten. I forgot declaration of int variable. Okay. Again, what I'm saying F8. You have to press F8. Okay, this is the program I want to execute. I want to show how the loop is okay, executing. This process is called tracing. I want to show tracing. The tracing means how the loop is executing. For that, okay, I am adding some watch. Okay, watch here. How to add watch? Okay, Alt D. Then you go to watches. In that watches, add watch. Okay, so which variable I want to observe I. So that okay. Here we are getting undefined symbol I. So why I am getting undefined symbol? Still the program is not compiled, okay, and not executed. So that it shows undefined variable I. Now I am tracing. In the tracing process in Turbo C++, in tracing process, tracing means you want to observe every statement. You have to press F8. Okay, F8 key. Okay, F8. So when I clicked F8, the main program is started. Already we discussed the C programming or C program or C plus program, uh, it always starts the execution from main function. So it started from main. Then so the variable is declared. See here what is the value of I value 984. The 984 is the garbage value. The 984 is the garbage value. Okay. So after completion of this expression, this value will be changed. You observe that. Okay. So for the next statement again I press F8. Now you see what is I value 1. Okay na. Now this value is stored in memory. Okay na. Then F7 sorry F8 again F8 while I less than or equals to 5, that is what is I value here, the I value is 1 is less than 5, yes. So that again you press F8, every time you have to press F8, yes, this is true. Okay, we enter into the loop. Okay, so the condition is true, we enter into the loop. Okay, it is executed printf mnr. Okay, printf mnr. Okay, next F8. Now the I is incremented. So the I, now what is the value, new value of I? The new value of I is 2. So in the previous value I equals to 1, then it is 2. So you are okay walking towards 5. So that definitely you will get the successful termination. Okay. So you are walking toward 5. The first is 1, then 2. Okay. F8. Again you press F8. The 2 is less than or equals to 5. Again true. Enter into the loop. I plus plus. I value 3. Now I value is 3. You observe here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. F8. Yes. Again it is true. 3 less than or equals to 5. True. It print the MNR. Now I plus plus. Now I value is 4. Okay. The 4 is less than or equals to 5. Yes. Okay. It is true. Then again you print MNR. Now I value is 5. I value is 5. The 5 is less than or equals to 5 condition is again true. So again it enter into the loop. It print MNR. Okay. Now what is I value now? 6. I value is 6. The 6 is less than or equals to 5. That is successful termination. So you see this control. Blue color line is the control. Okay. So you see where it is jumped. Now F8, we exit from the loop. We exit from the loop. Directly the condition is false. You skip this block and we return to 0. Okay. So now still I value is 6. I value is 6. Now F8, the program is over. If the program is over, you see the I is undefined symbol. That means what is the local variable you have created that will be destroyed. That will be destroyed. The I value is destroyed permanently. Okay. Now how to observe my output? Okay. How to execute? How to watch my output? Alt F5. Alt F5. So my output is MNR 5 times. That is my task. It is given. This is called successful termination. What I am saying for successful termination? What is the initial value you have taken that moves towards final value? If your counter variable is moved towards final value, definitely your loop successfully terminated after n iterations. After n iterations. Now I am explaining infinite times of loops. Infinite times of loop. Please clearly observe this. What is the modifications I am giving? Okay. Now instead of writing I plus plus, I am writing I minus minus. Okay. Manually I am telling initial I equals to 1. 1 minus minus means 0. 0 minus minus means minus 1. Minus 1 minus 1 means minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. That means this is your destination. You are moving like this. You are moving like this. You are moving backward. If your counter variable is moving backward, you can't be reached to final value. You can't be reached to final value. Okay, I hope to understand that okay logic. If you are moving towards final value, definitely you reach to your destination. If you reached if you moved okay your counter variable, if you moved backward to backward direction, you can't be reached. You can't be reached because of you are moving opposite direction. You are moving opposite direction. For example, I am explaining the same thing like this. For example, I am started here. I am started here 1, then I am going to 2, then I am going to 3, 4, 5. This is my. If you move like this, okay, if you move like this, definitely the program, the loop will be terminated. For example, this is my destination. This is my destination. This is this is my initial value. Okay, this is my initial value. This is my final value. I applying minus minus, that means I am moving this. Okay, I am moving this okay now in another direction, and then minus 2, then minus 2, then minus 3. So if we are moving in this direction, okay, you can't be reached to this value. Okay, this is your final, but you are moving this side because you are applied I minus minus. Okay, the I minus minus means you are decreasing every, okay, your counter value, you decreasing your counter value, so that this kind of okay na counter variable updation leads to infinite loop. Okay na, now practically I am showing, again I am showing through tracing. Okay, so in tracing all F8, I want to press F8. Actually there is no error, that is successfully compiled. I minus minus is not syntactical error, that is a logic error. Okay, I equals to 1. I started with 1. Initially I am taking correct value, I equals to 1. But what happened in loop 1 less than or equals to 5? Yes, the first time the MNR is printed. I minus minus means I value is 0. Okay, 1 to be 2. Okay, but the 1 you are applying decrement value, the 1 is become a 0 because of you are decrementing your value. Again F8, MNR is printed. Now the value is minus 1. Okay, F8 minus 2, minus 3. You observe only I, you observe only this one. Okay na, again F8, F8. So the I value is moving, okay, in negative values. Okay, so this I value you can't be reached to positive 5. Okay, so you execute how many times? You execute many times. So the I value is moving in negative side, so that this loop, it should not be terminated. This loop is not terminating. So this is called, okay na, infinite loop. This is called infinite loop. Okay, so if you performed such type of infinite loops, definitely the program will get abnormal termination, that is not successful termination. Okay, what is the rule? The loop always terminate successfully, not abnormally. Okay, so thank you very much.